General Hospital spoilers tell me we are heading into one of those storylines where the danger keeps growing every single hour. And I gotta say, guys, this one has that old school tension I really miss sometimes. You can almost feel it creeping around the corners before anybody on screen even says a word. The minute Dante starts waiting on news about Rocco, my stomach already twists a little. Because we all know what happens in Port Charles when a child disappears and desperate parents start making risky choices. It never stays clean. Never. And the fact that Rocco vanished with Britt, Lord have mercy, that changes the whole flavor of this story. See, if this were just Rocco running off alone, Dante and Lulu would still be more terrified, sure, but there would still be some hope that maybe this was just confusion or panic. But Britt being involved turns this into something heavier, something complicated. Britt carries trouble around her like a thundercloud lately, and I mean that in the most loving General Hospital way possible. Everywhere she goes, secrets follow. Dangerous people follow. Bad timing follows. So now Dante and Lulu are sitting there waiting for updates every hour, probably barely breathing every time the phone buzzes. And I could really picture Dante wearing that exhausted expression he gets when fear starts turning into frustration. We have watched this man hold himself together through some awful moments, but this situation feels different to me. This feels personal in a deeper way because Rocco is his kid, and once a father thinks his son may be hunted by dangerous people, reason starts slipping right out the window. And Lulu? I actually think Lulu understands the real danger faster than Dante does here. When Lulu says they have to find Rocco before Cullum finds him, that line means everything to me. That is not panic talking. That is instinct. That is a mother sensing the walls closing in. Because Lulu already sees where this could go. If Cullum starts believing Rocco shot him, then suddenly Rocco is not just missing anymore. He becomes a threat in Cullum's eyes. And folks, that is the kind of misunderstanding that gets innocent people hurt fast in soap operas. Honestly, if you ask me, Lulu may end up being the one pushing Dante into action. I can almost see the scene in my head already. Dante gets that unexpected phone call from Rocco. Maybe the connection is bad. Maybe Rocco sounds scared. Maybe Britt is trying to keep him calm in the background. And the second that call ends, Dante realizes waiting around Port Charles is no longer an option. That man is grabbing his keys and getting out of town immediately. No long speeches, no official police procedure, just pure father mode kicking in. And I really believe Lulu goes with him. That part feels important because these two together become emotional targets. They are desperate parents trying to fix something before it explodes. Those are exactly the kind of people who stop paying attention to what is happening behind them. They get tunnel vision. And that is why this whole thing could become terrifying without Dante and Lulu even realizing it. Because I do not trust Cullum one bit. The more I think about it, the more I believe Cullum secretly follows them after learning Dante left town. That would fit perfectly with the dark energy surrounding this story right now. Cullum is suspicious, angry, probably paranoid, and if he truly thinks Rocco may be responsible for shooting him, then he is not going to sit back quietly while Dante and Lulu disappear. No, sir. He is going to want answers. And that creates the first layer of danger. But then General Hospital adds Sidwell into the mix, and suddenly this thing turns into a full pressure cooker. Now let me tell you something. That preview of Sidwell demanding somebody find her immediately caught my attention. My ears perked up right there. Because I do not think he is talking about just anybody. I think he means Britt too. In fact, I would bet money on it. Even if Britt no longer needs treatment herself, Sidwell still needs her alive and operational because of that cold fusion project. That part matters. Britt still has value to him. She is useful. And men like Sidwell do not let useful people disappear peacefully. That is not how power-hungry men operate in Port Charles. They cling tighter the moment control starts slipping away. So now we have two separate threats moving toward the same people. Cullum may be hunting Rocco because of suspicion. Sidwell may be hunting Britt because of obsession and control. And poor Dante and Lulu could be driving straight into the middle of both storms at the exact same time. That right there is what makes this storyline feel dangerous in a really effective way. Everybody involved wants something different, but all their roads are leading to the same place. That is the kind of setup that usually ends with somebody cornered, somebody injured, or somebody making a heartbreaking sacrifice. And I gotta be honest here, I am genuinely worried about Rocco in all this. Because kids in General Hospital always end up carrying emotional scars after storylines like these. Even if he survives physically, imagine the fear this boy is living through right now. He is hiding with Britt, probably hearing bits and pieces of adult conversations, probably realizing dangerous people are searching for them. That kind of pressure changes a kid. And if Cullum really believes Rocco shot him, then Rocco may start feeling hunted before he even fully understands why. That is rough. And Britt being with him makes things emotionally complicated too, because Britt herself has always walked this line between protector and chaos magnet. I say that with affection because I have always found Britt fascinating. She can be caring one second and caught in disaster the next. So part of me believes she truly wants to protect Rocco. But another part of me knows Britt's very existence attracts dangerous men like Sidwell. That woman cannot breathe quietly for 5 minutes in this town without somebody chasing her. So while Dante and Lulu think they are rescuing Rocco, they may unknowingly be stepping into a trap built around Britt instead. And folks, that possibility gives me chills. Because imagine Dante finally reaching Rocco, only to realize they were followed the entire time. Imagine Lulu spotting one of Sidwell's men too late. Imagine Cullum showing up angry and armed while Sidwell's people are also closing in from another direction. That is not just danger anymore. That is total chaos waiting to happen. The thing I really appreciate about this storyline is that it feels emotional first and action-packed second. That matters to me. The best General Hospital stories are never just about chases and secrets. They are about family panic, fear, regret, love making people reckless. Dante is not leaving town because he wants adventure. Lulu is not risking herself because she enjoys danger. These are parents trying to save their son before the wrong people reach him first. And that emotional layer is what makes every decision feel heavier. The way I see it, Dante's secret departure from town may actually become the biggest mistake of all. Not because he is wrong to search for Rocco, but because secrecy creates vulnerability. Once nobody knows where you are, nobody can help you either. And if Cullum or Sidwell discover their location before backup arrives, Dante and Lulu could find themselves trapped with nowhere to run. That is the kind of classic General Hospital tension that keeps me glued to the screen with my coffee getting cold beside me. And deep down, I think the real tragedy here may be that all these people are chasing different truths at the same time. Dante wants his son safe. Lulu wants to protect her family. Britt wants survival. Cullum wants revenge or answers. Sidwell wants control. Nobody is fully seeing the whole board. And when that happens in Port Charles, somebody always pays the price. So yeah, if you ask me, this secret trip out of town is not going to stay secret for long. Dante and Lulu may believe they are one step away from saving Rocco, but danger is already moving behind them in the shadows. Cullum is circling. Sidwell is hunting. Britt is the center of a storm she cannot escape. And poor Rocco may be caught in the middle of grown people making desperate choices. That is why I think this storyline is about to explode in a very big way. Not slowly. Not quietly. I mean, the kind of explosion where one wrong turn changes everything for everybody involved.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.